Heritage Auctions is honored to present exceptional items concerning the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the American Civil Rights Movement, as preserved and archived by Dr. King's close friend and personal secretary, Mrs. Maude Ballou. Comprised of over 38 individual lots, including letters, books, political posters and flyers, and other related ephemera, most of which have never before been seen at auction. This is but a small portion of the fantastic items included. Written to friend and personal secretary Maude Ballou sometime in February 1959, King was on a 5-week tour of India, recommitting himself to the principles of nonviolence as practiced by Gandhi. Despite his absence, King was still involved with business stateside and is here directing affairs back home. Kept for the year following the Montgomery bus boycott, the majority of the pages of this small desk calendar contain short notes in the hand of Dr. King's personal secretary, Maude Ballou, including reminders regarding appointments, speaking engagements, and meetings with civil rights leaders, members of Congress, and religious leaders. 4 separate autograph drafts from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s first book, Stride Toward Freedom, representing portions of chapters 3, 5, 9, and 11, 4 separate lots in all. Each is accomplished entirely in Dr. King's hand, with additional holographic edits by King. Measuring 8 1/4 inches in length, this nickel-plated letter opener is accompanied by a Dexter Avenue Baptist Church envelope, indicating that this was the first letter opener we used at MIA. Not all of the black community was behind the Montgomery bus boycott, as this flyer attests. Criticizing their leaders for getting rich off the boycott and proclaiming that there isn't a chance in the world of breaking segregation in Montgomery, the flyer asks the question, "Are you tired of walking?" Issued to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his personal secretary, Maude Ballou, to recognize the invaluable and distinguished service of a volunteer worker in the program of the Columbus branch of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, with the original transmittal letter regarding a speaking engagement King will be attending. Containing the last 5 lines of Dr. King's famous speech, this copy was forwarded to Maude Ballou on January 31st, 1968, from Lily Hunter, the secretary of King's Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, who followed him to Atlanta in 1960, where she was working as the bookkeeper for the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Issued on January 14, 1957, just 3 weeks after the landmark decision to desegregate the buses of Montgomery, and amid the violence that followed, this list, containing the names of 23 civil rights activists and 13 churches, was submitted to Alabama Highway Patrol Chief Tom Carlisle. Included on the list are Dr. King, local NAACP President Edgar D. Nixon, Women's Political Council President Joanne Robinson, and Maude Ballou, Dr. King's personal secretary. The Maude Ballou papers and many other remarkable items will be offered as part of the October 2013 Historical Manuscripts Auction, to be held at the 15th floor gallery of our Park Avenue office in New York City, October 17, 2013.